The idea behind all of this is that you want to create yourself kind of a watch list for the week. But watch list can be kind of a big word. I used to think that I was following all the pairs because all the pairs could be close to levels. All the pairs that could be appealed to trade them during the week. But turns out that it's not really the case. Good morning traders, welcome back as I'm stepping outside the house here in London. Cloudy as always, apparently that's what it is here. Whatever. I'm gonna try to head out to Buckingham Palace right now. It's kind of the first place I want to go visit while here. And I've been working all morning trying to edit the video and doing some other work. Looking in the chart, which is really confusing because of the time zone and stuff. More on that later, but let's get to the tube station. From what I understand, London is a place where you have to be very careful because there's a few trains from different lines going on the same railway, so you might take the wrong one, which I did. So just a question of being careful here. Cool thing in London is as soon as you get out of the tube or the subway, the architecture is like super nice and booming and incredible. Like this building right there, it's pretty cool. It is such a big difference knowing that a couple of weeks ago I was like in Asia with all these buildings that were half built or like all destroyed, and you get to a place like London, it's like all perfect, all like super well arranged. And now I'm headed to Buckingham Palace. It's massive, beautiful with all these statues and stuff around. It's a pretty big area, but it's really cool. Take a look at that. This is done and we're on with the next spot, not far from here. So I went to Big Ben, but apparently this place is getting renovated a little bit right now. It's not nice as it usually is, but it doesn't matter, there's a lot of things to look around. Everything is beautiful around here, so take a look around. I don't remember seeing cities where everything is so big and you look around, there's something big and next to it another big thing, which is really, like, this is unique. I've never seen this before. Even the bathrooms in London are super fancy. I cannot believe. I don't know if you guys could tell, but it started to rain as I was recording this clip. And now, I remember at one point in my trading journey, I used to have like this big part of clarity on the weekend. I knew exactly what I was supposed to do in the week. I knew exactly what pair to look at, exactly what level they were at. But this kind of overwhelmed and stressed during the week, where I kind of forgot where everything was and I didn't know what to do. And I think that's a big challenge, because as traders we have to show up and be prepared. We have to know exactly what to do, and we have to know exactly what the pair will follow are at. That makes a huge difference. I still sometimes feel stressed during the week. Let's say I have a couple of flights, I'm really busy and I cannot look at the chart. I will feel more stressed and I want to know exactly where things are at. And that's a problem. Now over time, I learned how to deal with this. So if I know that I'm overwhelmed or I don't know where things are at, I'll look at the bigger picture without taking any look at the lower time frame. That's how I usually solve it. And I usually will understand where things are at, instead of following all the pairs, looking at all the time frame and being overwhelmed with all the information I have. The idea behind all of this is that you want to create yourself kind of a watch list for the week. But watch list can be kind of a big word. I used to think that I was following all the pairs, because all the pairs could be close to levels. All the pairs that could be appealed to trade them during the week. But turns out that it's not really the case. We can figure out that we'll be more likely to trade some pairs, and that some of the pairs are going to be worthless. And that if you can at least prevent yourself from trading the pairs we're not supposed to trade, we're going to be way ahead. So a couple of months ago, I talked about also the same topic. What I did is that I had this notebook on my desk, and every single morning I would look at the pairs I follow, all the pairs I trade, and go through them. I would write down in the notebook what pairs were at which level, if I wanted to trade them or not, and then I would put the notebook on the desk for the whole day. That worked fine. That was pretty good. I was able to get a good clarity, understand what was happening, and everything around. Now the only problem with this is that it takes time, and if you're gonna have your notebook not with you, it might be tougher to look at everything and write everything down. You can take like a sheet of paper, you could do the same job, but it's gonna be a little bit different. And you might find an excuse for not doing it because you feel like you have other things to do, or you're busy with your wife or your family or whatever, and you will forget it. Now recently, I saw this like 2 days ago, but TradingView came up with something interesting. For the longest time, they had this principle of Watchlist. You could create like a list of things to watch anytime you want. But they came up with this feature where you can just tag like any currency in your watch list. This is something I'll use for sure, because it's going to simplify a lot what I do. All these pairs that are going to be close to levels that I want to trade are going to be marked. And the pairs that are not close to levels are not going to be marked. And so that will provide me with kind of a narrowed down list of pairs close to level that I want to be looking at on lower time frame, like the 1 hour chart, the 4 hour chart, to place trades. With these pairs that are going to be marked, that's going to make it easier to look back at the chart and know which pairs I have to look on lower time frame. If they're not marked, it's a sign that I don't have to look, and that will prevent me from taking trades where I'm not supposed to take trade, which is a very good point. Ideally, I should look at all the pairs I'm trading, let's say every single week on Sunday or whatever. So if you were to have any small condition for you to take a trade, you might just mark the pairs that meet that condition. And if you didn't mark them before and you take a trade, it's surely a bad trade. I hope that's useful. Now I'm giving speech tonight, which I didn't really prepare for. I'll have to prepare, but let's find a place and get that speech written down a little bit. I came across probably the best thing I could have come across. This kind of small coffee box, if you want to call it that way. Right in front of the water. That's pretty cool. I've got my coffee. So 5 p.m. and I have my speech written down, well, planned out at least, which is perfect. Now time to get to the place where there's going to be this meeting, and I'll just take a last look at the view. It's amazing, beautiful.